Hello, welcome to another Random Tech 887 review. And today we're going to be looking at my selection of the best apps and tools for the Pebble time. Now I've only had this for about a month or so and I'm loving it so far. Got a full review on that if you want to see. Anyway, back to the watch. So first you'll see this watch face, which I'm not covering in this video. But the first app I want to show you is something called Feed the Timeline, which basically turns the timeline feature into a newsreader. So here, like you can see, it just shows up like it's a normal event, but you can just see, like, you can't read the whole article, but you can get a good idea of what's going on. It's very useful. It's one of the most useful things I use on the watch. Okay, back to the menu. So first we've got Tiny Reel, which isn't working right now for some reason. Oh, I've got to log in. Okay, well, wouldn't be a great idea to show you my Insta things anyway. But you can basically see your Instagram on the watch. Now, obviously, limitations of the screen. The resolution is bad and the colours are very bad, but it's good to just tinker with. It uses your phone, obviously, as Wi-Fi connection to obtain the photos. Go down to my custom apps. Now, iTunes Safari Remote is a brilliant app, which I'm not sure if it's going to work right now because I think I changed the IP address of my computer. But basically, you can control your iTunes or your Spotify straight up from the watch, from a computer. So if you've got like a main computer rig you use and you listen to music on a lot, you can easily just change the music on here. And yeah, pretty basic but very handy. Here we've got Tiny Bird, which is literally a Flappy Bird clone for your watch. Now these basic games, they do work well on the watch. Oh, see, I lost there. But yeah, you can get an idea what that's about. Here we've got Pixel Miner, which literally you just have to buy equipment, treasure, and it just mines through the watch. Very simple game. It's more of a waiting kind of game. You just kind of wait for it to mine along. But yeah, next game, well, Fit Cat, which is like a little, it's like a Tamagotchi, but uses your fitness to feed the cat. So if I select cat, I can see its mood. I've got lots of money. I don't really use this. But yeah, there's little mini games in here. So you have to switch between. Okay, well, I'll leave that one for you lot to play with. You can feed it, blah 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 de blah de blah de blah. Mr. Runner, which is a very good game. You just have to. Right, you've all played Mr. Runner. Basically, you stop. Not a very good example. What am I doing here? You got to stop and wait for whenever the wall drops. You have to stop in time. If not, you lose. Blocks. Let's let this load for a second. Press select. Obviously, it's your standard brick breaker affair here. These simple games work very well on the watch, and considering you have physical buttons as well, games probably work better on here than a touchscreen device because the controls are very limited on Android Wear or even Apple Watch. But Apple Watch is another rant that I won't get into right now. But yeah, you get the idea of that. Strike Force, which is another game. Uses the accelerometer of the watch to move the plane, and then you have to shoot Let's do that again. As you can see, as I move the watch left or right, the plane moves left or right, and you've got to literally shoot down these planes. But yeah, it does get a lot harder after a while. I think me trying to play games on the camera isn't working very well right now, but we'll move on. Here we've got Kart, which is another accelerometer based game. You have to go. This is a loop track, which is easy. You have to try beat your high score on the track because you don't really have brace against opponents or anything. It's more just to show off the graphical power of the Pebble watch itself. I think you get the idea of that. Slate, which is where you can set a reminder tomorrow for me to feed the cat. Let's see how good this works. Send a reminder tomorrow. Okay. Now that will transfer to my phone. Now that app does use the microphone, so it doesn't make the microphone completely useless on the iPhone, which is what I'm using it with. You've got voice note. I don't think I've ever used this, but new note. Just testing out the functionality of this. Blah blah blah. And then that will send it to my phone. Can't demonstrate that right now because I'm using the phone that is paired with to record this video. Now you've got gospel, so this is religion based, but nevertheless you can read through some passages, go into more detail on the watch. Yeah. You get the idea of that. Wiki nearby. This is supposed to be one of the best apps, but I can never seem to get it to work on here, which maybe it has something to do with some settings on my phone. But doesn't seem to work. It's supposed to show you Wikipedia articles of things that are nearby to your location at this point in time, but for life of me I can't work it out, and it is in black and white, so it is an older style Pebble watch, Pebble app, the older colored, the monochrome displays. But yeah, that's my pick of my best apps. Let me know what you think. That's been a Random Tech 887 review. Let me know what you think. I'm out here.